Hey guys, Austin here with the post-game debrief of the Oilers' 8-4 victory over the Detroit Red Wings. Now, I had so many notes written. I had so much written and so much I wanted to talk about after the first 40 minutes of the game because I did not like Edmonton's effort. There was so much going on in their game that reminded me of their play in October, November. The amount of odd man rushes against, the high danger chances against. Detroit was just all over the Oilers, and somehow the game was tied heading to the third. And then in the third period, Edmonton just decided, hey, we're actually the best team in the NHL. Connor McDavid decided, hey, Sam Gagner is back in the lineup. It's been 11, 12 years since he had 8 points in a game. I'm going to give that a run for his money tonight. I'm going to go and get 6 assists tonight. So let's just talk about the game very, very briefly. First period, I thought the Oilers actually got off to a pretty good start, but then the last 5 or so minutes of that first period, they really their play kind of toned down a bit. Detroit started pushing. Second period, they get up by 2 goals. Nuge with a play to Bouchard, nice goal. They were up 3-1. But then after that goal, Detroit just pushed and pushed. That in the second period alone, I think Detroit had 5 or 6 2-on-1 opportunities. I have no idea what Edmonton's defense was doing. They weren't playing with any sort of structure. I was putting out tweets going after Nugent Hopkins, Evan Bouchard, Cody Ceci. I was going after the big boys tonight. I was not happy with how the team was playing, and whatever Chris Knobloch said in that second intermission, the boys just went on an absolute rampage in the third period. I do have my notes here. I'm just going to talk about the third period because that's where most of the excitement happened. And most of my notes from the first 2 periods were pretty negative. And with a 4-goal win, I don't want to be too negative tonight because that third period was a lot of fun and we deserve to enjoy this win tonight. There's a lot of things we have to clean up, but I will discuss that in the day after video tomorrow. So in the third period, Holloway scored a beautiful goal. He came in, he dove at a loose puck after a McDavid shot to put it into the net. That was David's 600th career assist, and that was also Bouchard's 100th career assist. So congrats to Evan Bouchard on the milestone, and congrats to McDavid on his milestone as well. And then Kane, Holloway, Draisaitl were put together. That was the second line for the third period. Fogle, McLeod, Perry was the third line, but Knobloch did kind of shift lines around throughout. Gagner ended up with a shift with Draisaitl later in the period too. Even though it was nice to see Gagner in the lineup, I thought he had a pretty quiet, if not poor night, and it's hard to ask for a lot from a guy that's been sitting for several weeks to come in and just start producing. Being on a line with Ryan and Brown, you got to really, really hope that Brown and Ryan are able to help you as well. Quiet night for Sam Gagner, quiet night for the fourth line, very quiet night for Derek Ryan. But hey, you know what? Get the win. That's all that matters. Nuge ended up scoring not too long after the Holloway goal. Just a beautiful, he just came in, his patented wrister. We need to see more of that from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. That was a beautiful goal to make it 5-3, and that was McDavid's 4th assist of the night. That was Bouchard's 3rd point of the night. McDavid, they put up a graphic on the screen. They said he had 44 points in his last 19 home games. It ended up turning into 46 points in his last 19 home games, which is absolutely outrageous. Stuart Skinner made a good save on Rasmussen, and then Perry, Gagner, McLeod was put together as a line. Detroit was going to their 3rd power play of the night. Edmonton ended up with 0 power plays. Detroit ended up with 3, and I didn't think Edmonton really deserved any power plays after the first 2 periods. I didn't think they were doing enough to draw a power play, but it is always a little weird when one team gets all the power plays and one team gets 0. Of course, when Edmonton had that lead in the 3rd, you knew the refs were going to put their whistles away on the Red Wings at least. Edmonton made a good kill, and then right after the kill, Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman loaded back up. That's usually how they roll after a power or a penalty kill. And then Hyman scores. Draisaitl took a shot off of a giveaway that was behind the net. 6-3 Edmonton. That is Hyman's 32nd goal of the season. Not an all-star though, apparently. I'm not going to forgive the voters, and I'm not going to forgive the city of Toronto for this. It is their fault that he was not. I'm just kidding, guys. McDavid with a beautiful spin move. Not long after that, he gives it to Vander Gane, who scores to make it 7-3 Edmonton. That was McDavid's 5th point, and that was McDavid's first career 5-assist game. Now, McDavid has had a 6-point game before, but he had never had a 5-assist or more game. And tonight he ended up with 6 assists. Perron scored to make it 7-4 and kind of put a little bit of fear in Oilers fans, but we weren't too worried. I was pretty comfortable with the 3-goal lead. Nuge scored again off of a nice play by McDavid. 6 assists for McDavid, 8-4 final. Shots were 39-36 for Detroit. The 3 stars for me personally. First star, Connor McDavid, obviously. Second star, I give to Evan Bouchard. And then third star, I give to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The first 2 periods were pretty rough. That third period was pretty great, though. Now, on my screen here, there's some graphics. I'm showing you those, but I am going to take those down, and we are going to move into Money Puck's Deserve to Win-O-meter. Now, based on 1,000 simulations, the Oilers would actually only win that game 40.5% of the time because, of course, they did not really show up until the third period. Look at this third period, though. They were just all over it. Detroit didn't really get many opportunities. Edmonton was at, looks like 1.5 expected goals for heading to the third. And they ended up finishing the night with 2.5 expected goals. And if we scroll down, look at individual players, McDavid led the way. 76% expected goals for percentage at even strength. Pretty crazy. Ryan, Brown, Gagne were the bottom 3. Discussed those 3 already. They were not super great for Edmonton, but that's okay. You don't always have to be amazing. I will move that for us. We'll take a look at the time on ice here. Darnell Nurse led the way. Cody Ceci second time on ice. Sam Gagne had the least amount of time. He had 11:18. Although it is nice to see that at least everybody was over 10 minutes. We used to see a lot of times with previous coaches, and even a little bit under Chris Knoblauch, sometimes players would play less than 8, 7, sometimes 6 minutes. So it's nice to see that everyone was getting some ice time here. Sort by points, McDavid with his 6 assists, Nugent-Hopkins 2 goals and an assist, Evan Bouchard a goal and 2 assists, Cody Ceci 2 assists. He scored his first goal in 127 games, and you know what? If Cody Ceci can score, so can Connor Brown. I really actually hope so. Maybe Connor Brown is actually just cursed. Maybe Connor Brown is cursed, guys. What do you think? Do you think Connor Brown's cursed? What did you think about the game as a whole? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you like the video, make sure you hit like. If you really liked it, make sure you hit subscribe. We are building a great channel here in 2024, and I hope to see you guys around soon. I will be seeing you at least tomorrow with the day after segment or day after episode. You guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy this 8-4 victory. Some echoes of the 80s tonight. Lots of fun. Roller coaster of a game. I hope it was a blast for you guys as much as it was for me. So take care.